gather round, the curtains rising high. It's real talk time, and we'll tell you why. From old-time flicks to the silver screen, we've got the stories and the in-between. But out of real talk, it's the place to be for movie magic.
Let's steal my thunder.
I know. Oh, so I totally thought you had a Diet Coke. And I look down and I go, oh, no, he does not.
Diet Coke. Cheers, buddy. Episode
It's Corona
28.
time. Dink.
Oh, nope. Squirter story. Hey, that's
Not that story. Not that story.
We're just interviewing you for today.
Interviewing me today? Oh, well, don't I have some stories for you guys?
That's dangerous.
I know, but we have to change the lighting up. We have to make it so that it's more dramatic.
No, just make it red.
Going, oh.
Just red lighting for the whole episode.
Hey, Siri, change the light to red.
Fuck.
Yeah, imagine that.
My Siri went off. Buddy, we got a lot of stuff to talk about this episode.
Oh, no.
No, not bad.
Oh, no.
It's good things.
No, of course, it's always good things.
Can you feel that fan at all, or are you just dying?
A little bit.
Oh, okay. I feel it a little bit. I feel like I didn't tilt it enough.
It's like a little tickle.
Do you want to just push it down at the bottom of it? Yeah.
Good for you? More?
There we go. Should be good.
Now you feel it.
Now I feel it.
Ooh.
Now it's nicer, huh?
Oh, now it's too chilly.
Oh, it's perfect.
No, this is great.
Yeah. We got the AC, but it's just a humid day.
It's a humid day. This room, for whatever reason, I think it's because we have all of these screens on behind us. It's warming up the room, the studio.
It's 28 in here right now with all the stuff going. All their fans going for all that projection stuff.
I'm surprised you guys can't hear that.
Yeah. No, these mics are good. That's how you know.
Sorry, guys. We got good equipment.
Yeah. What can I say? It's not sure, but it'll do.
Yeah.
So, how was you want to tell everybody how F1 was?
Fun. How was F1?
How was F1 that I didn't get to see?
All right. Yeah, Sander didn't get to see it, so I went instead.
It's okay.
Well, I didn't go instead. I went with me, myself, and I.
Oh, you didn't go with Jaden?
Jaden wasn't available.
So you just went by yourself?
No, I took Mama with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was available. It was funny. I asked Jaden. Jaden's like, no, I have to go out tonight. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. And I was like moseying down away. And then I hear, I'll go. Huh? Mom? God, is that you? Yeah, no. So my mom ended up coming. Oh, it was so interesting to hear my mom's review.
So what did she think off the bat?
Okay.
Yeah, because that's more interesting.
Yeah, it is. So okay, my mom, she knows F1, but she doesn't watch F1. She has no concept of who people are in F1 or the intricacies of it. She watched it. She loved it. She thought it was awesome.
Great.
She thought it was great. Thought it was such a phenomenal movie, to the point where somebody on our way out, somebody was like, oh, I wish that they didn't go so Hollywood on that film. It would have been so much better. And my mom turns to them and goes, what does so Hollywood mean?
Yeah.
What does that mean? And they're like, oh, I don't know, just like so Hollywood. And she's like, you don't even know what that means, so maybe don't say that. I was like, damn.
Your mom sure.
I was like, oh my God.
Because these are like diehard people that went to see.
Oh yeah, they had all their jerseys on.
Oh, seriously?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
God.
Everyone was repping their Hamilton jerseys.
Of course.
Everyone had their Ferrari jerseys. There was the Hamilton fans when he was with Mercedes.
Oh.
And then there was the fans with Ferrari, and now they're, oh, God.
No arguments in the theater?
No arguments, but people were saying some strange things. And my mom was so funny because she's like, I love Brad Pitt. Yeah. And like they'd have a scene where he's like, it's like a glamour shot for him. And my mom would turn to me and go, I love Brad Pitt. And I go, okay, Mom, relax.
You're here for that. Everybody else is here for the movie, for like the F1 experience.
No, but her take was so good. She's like the costume designer knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, like putting what was the guy's name? The other lead?
His actual name? Like her as character.
Well, whatever.
Well, Damson Idris, who he plays. That's a good question, actually. I'll look it up.
JP. His character's name is JP.
Joshua Pierce, yeah.
Yeah. So JP, my mom goes, those costume designers knew what they were doing, putting that man in all that chocolate and all white. And then they were putting him in sand tones, and my mom was like, he looks so good. And I showed him photos of him on the red car at the Met Gala when he pulled up in the F1 car and everything, and she was like, that is a handsome man. So yeah, my mom's critique was like, all the males were great. She loved the little love story in F1 that goes on. She thought that was awesome.
It was Javier Bardem, by the way.
What did I say?
You said Felicio del Toro.
Yeah, no, Javier. She loves Javier too. She liked all the dudes.
Javier's good in everything.
Oh, he's so good in everything.
Like that's an understatement. Like he's amazing.
I know, especially in No Country for Old Men.
Oh. Yeah.
Why am I wearing this stupid wig? I hate it. But yeah, no, my mom was just like, she was like all over all the guys. She's like, what great casting. Brad Pitt played such an amazing character. What else was my mom saying? She was like just so impressed by all the intricacies. And like, she walked away being like, I feel like I learned a lot about F1.
Yeah.
She's like, in terms of like the politics and what goes on and all the players and just what goes into making, like why it's such a hard sport.
Yeah. It's ridiculously hard. It's so physically demanding.
Physically demanding, insane. Technologically demanding.
Oh, yeah.
Like the difference between, you're literally fighting for milliseconds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
And the difference between 1 millisecond, having 1 millisecond off or 1 millisecond on is huge.
Oh, yeah.
It's the difference between winning or losing. And
it could be like first or seventh.
Oh,
like
yeah.
It's not even just that, because it's like when you're doing your laps and stuff like on the Saturdays and whatnot, like your time lapse, you're fighting to get a half decent position, which means you could win or lose based on like your Saturday lap. Not even just how you're racing for all of Sunday. It's all of Saturday matters almost even
everything.
more.
Everything matters. No, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And my mom was loving the soundtrack, She
That's
had
good.
just seen Chris Stapleton when he was in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so her and my sisters had gone down to go see it. And so when Chris Stapleton came on,
she's loving it.
She was like, oh my God, they got Chris Stapleton in this? This is the best movie. And so my mom walked away being like, holy shit, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And she was just so impressed by everything. And I mean, she agreed with me that it was like, or what, you know what? She didn't agree with me. She understood my point.
Yep.
So my whole point was, I love the story. I love the characters. I love just the overall cinematography and the way they captured, and the audio, like hearing the sounds of the car and everything is just insane.
Yeah.
And just all the dynamics. Mm-hmm. My one shortcoming of the film was that it just felt like, yes, they were the underdog team, but they were winning so much out of technicalities.
Yep.
Technicalities and loopholes, and they're really exploiting that. And that was fun for the first little bit when it shows like how smart you have to be to win the game. And later on, I found out that Max Verstappen, there's like 7 rules written specifically for things that he used to do.
Yeah.
That would win him stuff. But all that to say, it was fun in that way. But eventually it gets to the point where it's like, it feels less about skill and more about, how many loopholes can I exploit? Mm-hmm. And so I had said that to my mom. My mom goes, nah. She's like, that didn't matter. It was just a good film. And I was like, yeah, that's true. You're right.
That's great. It's good to see.
Yeah. And then she
gave
see
it.
You do have to see it. Yeah. Like I was walking out of there, I was like, I don't know if I could see that again. Mm-hmm. But now sitting here thinking about the film, I'm like, I could see that again.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4. My mom gave it a 4.5.
Wow. Mostly for Brad Pitt and the other leading man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So of what you watched, like what was your kind of favorite part about the film? Or what did you feel like it also lacked in the same way?
My favorite part about the film, it was like the character dynamics.
Yep.
Like the way all the characters interacted.
Yeah.
Really, like it was amazing that these weren't real people.
Yeah.
Like
It feels like they are.
Well, and especially with placing them in the real world,
Yeah.
where you're seeing coaches and technical directors and racer and like F1 drivers, you're seeing all of them in real time.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to know that this isn't like a real team and this isn't like a real people.
Yeah.
Because
They
it was
raced for real. Like that's the cool part.
that
as
is
well.
the cool
They were
part.
actually
Yeah,
on the
6
Grand
months
Prix.
or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. The cinematography was amazing, but my big thing was just the characters because there was so much intricacies
Yeah.
that each character had, and it was amazing to just see that everybody took their role so seriously and really, really understood. And then I would just say the shortfall was like, I wish. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. I felt like it was a bit predictable. Like you kind of knew what was going to happen. Not in the exact way that it unfolds, so that it wasn't that readable. But there was a couple things that I figured were going to happen.
Yeah. Like I already kind of feel like I know what's going to happen before going in. Even just based a little bit on the trailer.
Let's hear it.
No, I don't. I feel like because
It
if
did
you
just come out, I guess.
I know, but I don't want you to like even nod if.
Right.
You've
You're like,
seen it.
you're like, I feel like this, and this happens, and I go, oh yeah, that's exactly what happens. And you're like, fuck. You're not supposed to tell me that, yeah.
But I have some. I'll write them down and then I'll show you.
Seal it in an envelope, and
I'll show you after I go and watch it. I got to go see it. I was a little bit bummed that I didn't get a chance to see it, but
it is what it is. Every time that lime goes deeper, it gets foamier.
that's what usually happens.
All right.
Okay, calm down. We get a long evening.
I know. Yeah, we do. We got more Coronas where
We
that
got
came from.
5 more hours to go, buddy.
Yeah, we do.
Probably.
That's easy mode.
Yeah, light work. We got some bets on it, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, you do.
Gotta put a 15 on some fights. See what happens.
Oh yeah.
I was so close the other day. Like you saw it.
That's pretty fucked.
Because that would have been insane. Like I've hit small. Like I've hit like 10 to like 3,000, which is really good. But I have like that would have been fantastic.
Did you send the video of betting $100 if the gambling addiction hotline woman is a woman or a man?
I think I sent that to you guys. Yeah.
Oh my god!
I like scroll and I see those now and I'm like, this is funny.
I laughed so hard.
Yeah. Have you seen? Like I saw the one of the other ones where it's the guy's like on the phone with the gambling hotline and then he starts winning in roulette. With blackjack and he's like, no, sorry, I'm hanging up. It just hangs up.
Sorry, I'm actually not addicted. I'm winning.
Oh my god, I just paid out.
It's only an addiction if you're losing.
No, you know what it was? It was Plinko. It was the guy hit like 1,000x on Plinko. He just hangs up the phone. He's like, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Bye. I just won.
Well, that's it. It's only an addiction if you're losing.
Yeah,
because if you're winning,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Everybody's happy.
Casinos aren't happy.
Yeah,
but even then, they don't care.
They know they make some money back at some point.
Oh yeah. Matter. When you go ball out at the hotel or ball out,
but that's when you just start getting comps. You just got to ask for all the comps and figure it out.
I think I need a free room. You want me to keep gambling, don't you? Okay, yes, sir. Here you go. How about 2 tickets to the show tonight? Sure.
You just got to use it for meals. You got to use it for everything. Like you got to take advantage of it while you can. Right?
Yeah. When I was in Vegas, oh my god, they were offering everything, or even you get some.
That's what they're meant
promoters.
To do. Like they're supposed to do.
You meet some promoters. Promoters are like, "Yep, no problem. I'll send you tickets." Yep. I was like, why do people pay for anything in Vegas?
Yeah. No, you can just like, you can quote unquote gamble your way into getting those things, essentially.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
But back to movie stuff. I mean, we got a lot of movie stuff to cover.
Yeah, we do.
There's a lot of recent news and stuff. Number one, well, we can go into like, as we were just talking about, the context in terms of like F1 and how it's doing already so far. So what would be your guess in terms of? I didn't realize first of all, let's start off with what do you think the budget was for F1? Like the production budget. All in.
200's too much. Is it 210? 210 million? How much?
250.
Okay, close. I was like,
So that was the
that's
production
ridiculous.
and the marketing.
Okay. So
250.
call it 125 each.
It's being viewed as a potential prestige loss leader. A non-embarrassment is a key metric, apparently, is what they're going to base the success of the movie on. Because there's no way it's going to make $750 million. Like, that's break even.
Wait, 750 million?
Would be break even, essentially, in terms of like the money that you end up spending on everything.
You're saying it was 250 for each.
No, 250 total.
Oh, but so why would it be 7 if they break even?
No, I guess it'd be 500, right?
500 to break even?
No, it's usually like a successful film is
Double.
dice.
Oh, you're saying? Oh, sure. It depends on the metric. I mean, when you're dealing with that many hundreds of millions, like the 250 million, technically a success is like anything over, like I'd say 10, 20%.
Fair enough. Okay. So getting to 300
Depends on what they set.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to make that much.
So, it's done well so far.
Really?
Friday opening day in the U.S. was 25 million on its own.
Okay.
Just in the U.S.
On a day.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Opening weekend domestic ranges anywhere from 40 to 60. International could hit 75 million this weekend. Because we're still in opening, like when we're recording this, we're still in opening weekend. As of right now, officially, like before today, because they don't know what it is today just yet, it's at 65 million worldwide for opening weekend.
So their anticipation is that over the opening weekend,
135.
domestic 135 was, yeah, okay. Damn.
Pretty solid.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. That was Friday numbers. That's only Friday numbers.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Right? Like
And
that's 60
Saturday, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe not Sunday, but Saturday will be, like today will be huge.
Well, but long weekend in Canada.
Oh, is it not a long weekend though?
I know, but people are taking the Monday, right?
It's a technical long weekend. People
Yeah.
are still taking, yeah.
Yeah. And then next weekend's a long weekend for the US. So you're going to get a ton of extra publicity next weekend.
I think they'll make it.
But next weekend you also have Jurassic World coming out. I know, but still.
Still, yes.
But you do
something else.
skip a
Does
little.
it knock them out of IMAX?
I actually don't think it does. I have to double check. I don't remember seeing if it did or not. That would make a big difference.
That would make a big difference.
Yeah.
I think F1 will stay in IMAX.
I would hope that it does for the most. I hope it gets like 50-50 split because it's more of an IMAX film. I don't actually, you know what? I don't know if Jurassic World was even like a IMAX kind of experience. I don't think it was anywhere even mentioned like formatted or shot for that. But we do have like the following week is Superman. So then you got to compete against
That's
that
okay.
for like back end box office.
You only get 2 weeks anyways.
Yeah. And then you have Fantastic Four as well. So
I am the Herald of Galactus.
it's going to be a good film.
Fantastic Four? Mm-hmm. I hope so.
I hope so too.
Everyone's just hyping up Pedro Pascal.
Is Sydney Sweeney Silver Surfer? Did I see that right?
No.
No.
Is it?
I thought it was.
I thought it was. I didn't know. If it
I
is,
saw
that's
like
crazy.
a rumor of that.
Yo, that's crazy.
But then I saw the Silver Surfer didn't look like her, but
No,
maybe.
Yeah. Yo.
So as far as I
She's
can see,
doing pretty okay with her Dr. Squatch bath soap.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
bath water.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney bath water.
Yeah.
Do you have it?
No, why would I?
Why would I have it?
Why?
Let's check it out, Sander. I bet there's a hole in it.
Why would I buy that? Why would I purchase such a thing? Jurassic World is not going to be in IMAX. So F1 gets IMAX for 2 weeks.
Of course.
Kind of like a week and a half because of when Superman comes out, but still.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, I'm hoping they're going for the long. I think they'll make it.
You think they'll be at 250? They'll finish at 250. Do you think
A lot.
it'd be interesting to look at that number at the end of the year? And the reason I say that is it's going to get released on Apple afterwards, like on Apple TV, as a small, like, buy, which will end up counting towards, like, the full profit of the film. I'm curious.
Yeah, like you're
I mean,
saying,
the funny part is this is just a write-off for Apple. But
yeah, they don't care.
they don't care.
This is why Apple's going to absolutely obliterate Netflix, Apple and Prime,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, they don't make money off films, and they don't care to make money off films.
No, but they can do
Netflix
whatever
has
they
to.
want. Yeah.
I'm curious how many subscriptions it's going to drive for Apple TV. Because like having F1 premiere on Apple TV might be the push that people need to be like, okay, well, I'll
do the trial or whatever.
Or I might as well just get it because I also want to watch Severance, and I also want to watch C, and I also want to watch
Your Friends and Neighbors. Like
exactly.
Have you watched that show, by the way?
Any TV shows?
Brother.
Horrible.
Brother.
I have a really hard time watching
We'll go
TV
through that
shows.
little list afterwards. But, well, The Bear season 4 just came out.
Yeah, that looks great. That looks great.
Yeah.
I saw this funny meme, and I should have sent it to you. And it was a clip from The Bear. And he's like, I need hands. But when you hear it, it says Christopher Nolan, Denis Villeneuve, and somebody else. When somebody says, okay, who are you hiring for a composer? And it's him going, I need hands! Yeah, I should have sent it to you, but oh well.
Yeah. Well, we'll find it. Maybe we'll cut it in if you're lucky.
So funny.
Yeah, no, like there's some good TV shows like you got to watch.
Matty Matheson's in The Bear, right?
Yeah.
Has he been in it?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I knew that. What am I saying? I just saw a clip of him recently, and I was like,
jeez. Have you watched any of it or no?
No, only clips.
Oh, brother.
I'm telling you, I'm horrible when it comes to TV.
I know. It's a bit of a commitment, but it's a very good show.
I wish I had more time.
Like, in terms of ranking from what I've seen, like the 4th season obviously just came out. I haven't watched it yet. But in terms of like ranking of like season prestige, the 2nd season's the absolute best season. Then the 1st season is like number 2. And then apparently the 4th season is number 3. The 3rd season's a little flat.
Interesting.
It's not as good as it should have been. I think it's almost, the 3rd season was almost too Hollywood. And I literally mean that when I say it, that it was almost too heavy on the production.
Interesting.
And the show got so fucking big so quick that I think the first 2 seasons were already done before it got huge. And then they made the 3rd season. And now they've got the 4th season.
So it was like they had pitched it as a 2-season arc?
Could it have been only 2 seasons? Possibly.
But do you think they pitched it as a 2-season and then got renewed for a 3rd?
I think they pitched it as a single. They could have pitched it as like 5 seasons. It's possible. Like there's a lot of storylines.
So it makes enough sense.
It makes enough sense. It just felt too polished. It didn't feel as raw and as like emotionally riveting as the other seasons were.
That's really interesting.
And I felt like the character development was a bit lackluster. It just wasn't quite as good. And I would agree with that. Like I think second season is by far the best.
That's so interesting.
Like I have high hopes for season 4 now, but the second season's fantastic. And it like kicks you in the balls immediately, like the first season. Like it doesn't slow down. It's very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
There's a lot of good characters in the film, in the movie.
Yeah.
A lot of good characters. So definitely recommend it. It's like you could actually get a little bit of time to sit down and watch it. It's very good.
I'll add it to the
watch list. But yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at in terms of like the F1 as well. I think they did a good job so far opening weekend. Did you see the teaser? We actually have a completed script for the Batman Part 2. The beautiful image of it on the table. With Reeves.
Finally did it.
It's done.
No, yeah, it's yeah, I saw that.
I know they're beginning filming at the end of the year once the Odyssey's done.
Right.
That's the word.
And he's going to be something about Pattinson doing that and Dune at the same time or something crazy like this.
Fuck, I don't know.
Busy boy, busy boy.
Good for him. And then we have, there's been kind of like some teasers for the Avatar film this year. Kind of a deeper, the teasers have been a deeper exploration of Quaritch and Spider's relationship. Kind of diving into like the moral terrain of everything that's going on in the world versus like other avenues in terms of like what they're going to. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's like very, very early on to kind of hear teasers for that. I mean, that's 6 months away though.
It's not far.
It's not.
For a big film like Avatar, yeah.
And then we have Tron Ares information as well. So we get the soundtrack is 9 Inch Nails is involved apparently.
Okay, cool, yeah.
And it's promising an unpleasant and precise score.
Very cool.
Casting, you've got Joni Turner-Smith is the villain. And apparently they're teasing the sequel as the holy grail of graphics.
Okay. All right.
So
I believe it.
should be interesting. We got a confirmation that Lilo and Stitch 2 is happening.
Okay. Sure.
I'm just going to go through like a kind of a trailers and casting announcements, and then we'll get into kind of like the two huge ones as well, because then we can talk about like parts of each. We got the trailer for Roofman. Do you see that with Channing Tatum?
No.
The Toys R Us thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that.
And then we got the final trailer for Fantastic Four.
Yep.
Which looks good. Again, now introducing that we're actually seeing Silver Surfer. Magic the Gathering. Live action as well.
Being shot in New Zealand, I know the director.
Oh, yeah? Oh, cool. Okay. Well, if anywhere it's going to be shot, it has to be
New Zealand.
That makes sense.
Yep. The director finishes up on...
Can we talk to this person?
Potentially.
Yeah?
I have to see availability.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but he finished up... he's doing the A24 Anthony Bourdain biopic.
Oh, that's going to be good.
So he's doing that. And then
my God.
Essentially, it's like, I think he gets a month. And then, or
we gotta
two,
bring
and
him
then he
on,
goes
man.
to Magic the...
We got to bring him on.
Gathering.
We should try to bring him on.
Yeah.
So he's a Toronto guy.
Yeah, Blackberry.
Oh. Oh, okay. So we definitely have to get him on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
so
interesting.
I'm bringing somebody on. You got to bring him on.
I just did a short film with his girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay. So we can have everybody on. Like, come on.
And
we gotta have
everyone's
one.
down. We got lots of options.
I know. I'm just saying.
We owe a couple people. We owe a couple people podcast seats.
Do we?
Yeah. There's. Well, we don't. Owe
Do we?
them. It's just that. Well, they were scheduled.
My couch. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No. They're just like, I have a couple people being like, so when am I going to be on the podcast?
Okay. John Bernthal has confirmed that he's going to be appearing in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Punisher.
Yeah, that'll be good.
He's going to punish you. Yeah, that'll be great. He's a great Punisher.
Mm-hmm. And we saw we got the trailer for Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere. Mm-hmm. That looks good. That looks very good. I'm very excited for that. I think it was I telling you about it, that it was...
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, that it was... Springsteen listened to it
I thought it was
and
him.
could not distinguish that it wasn't
That's
him,
crazy.
Which goes to show how good that film's going to be.
And who was playing him again?
Jeremy Allen White.
It was Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah. And then a random one that we've got coming out is The Naked Gun. Have you seen the trailer for the Naked Liam Neeson?
Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks so funny and stupid.
Yeah, it does. It looks great.
Yeah, it looks so funny and stupid. But that's the whole point of that film, is like, it is dumb.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's what it's good for.
That Eddington,
Yep.
I'm really excited for Eddington. Looks
did I
awesome.
send you the...
You did, but I can't go.
do you mean?
Can't go either.
I'm going.
You're going?
Yeah,
Oh, then
I
have
took
to
a
go.
half day.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
funny.
Are you going to go?
Yeah, I have to go now.
Yeah.
Help me sign up
June
for it.
9th. No. Did I
Did
sign
you
you
sign
up?
us up?
I might have. Do it anyway.
I can always, yeah.
Do it. Do it now before we forget. And then... What was I missing? Oh, Blumhouse acquired the Saw rights.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Because I feel like either Blumhouse does a really good job or it's really bad. And they could fuck up that entire franchise.
Mr. Blum. Jason Blum? Jason Blum. I think he'll do good.
Yep.
Because they did Black Phone, right?
Yep.
And that was pretty good.
But they also did The Woman in the Yard.
I think, no, this is the thing about Blumhouse. I don't think Blumhouse gives a fuck.
Yeah.
I think Blumhouse just is like, we know that if we do this IP, we'll make money.
Yes, which is
So-
true. Very true.
And they take risks and take swings. I kind of like the Blumhouse approach because they're like, we'll greenlight 20 films.
Yeah.
And if one does well, we're good.
Yep, that's fair.
I appreciate it. Do I agree with it? No. But you gotta swing, otherwise you'll never
Yeah.
hit. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Absolutely, Wayne Gretzky. Yep. Not everybody would get that.
No.
They would
But
think
you
that's like
would.
Jordan or something. Yeah. The GOAT is Wayne Gretzky
Yep.
of all sports.
We'll have a podcast. We'll go down to, what's his restaurant called? Gretzky's?
Gretzky's.
We'll go to Gretzky's.
Go to the winery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is now owned by Peller.
Sure, probably.
I think so. I could be wrong. We're not going to quote me on. We're not talking booze. That's okay. Other big one. Dune 3 is casting the Momoa twins.
Damn.
Yeah. So we're going to get another one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I know. We're just dropping stuff.
This is wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't be that shocked, but it's just like, oh my God, man, Dune's going to be crazy.
Yeah, Dune 3 is going to be ridiculous. Like, the first two were already unreal. And now...
Spice.
Well, we did talk about this last time very briefly, but I said, like, Spaceballs 2 got confirmed. For 2027, which
it
is
looks
so
funny.
great.
I've seen a lot of people posting clips for Spaceballs.
Yeah.
And I just, like, I had forgotten how fucking hilarious it is.
I know.
And, oh, it's so funny.
So good. Now...
And, like, they asked permission from George Lucas
Yeah.
to use Han Solo's character, and he said yes, as long as you don't dress him like Han Solo. And so they dressed him as Indiana Jones, which is like, oh my God, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Like,
the perfect workaround, right?
I know, I bet you George Lucas is shaking his head. Like, he was shaking his head
Yeah.
at that. Oh, he's like, you bastards.
You assholes.
Yeah.
So the big ones, I'll start with the smaller of the two big ones.
Cool.
That we got information-wise this week. What do you think number one's going to be? I don't know if you saw people talking about it. Not 007. Because there's layers to the 007 thing now, because there's like more confirmed like actors in contention.
Then I don't know. I don't know what it would be.
The other one? No, you don't know the other one.
No.
Social Network Part 2. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it continuing the story?
Yeah.
The Zuck.
But it's more closely related to current events than it is
Oh, interesting.
back then.
Interesting.
Yep. Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah, back to cycling IP again, I guess. No, that's pretty cool. That's very interesting.
Because that won an Oscar.
Did win an Oscar. Yeah, it was a very good film.
I love that film. I hope Jesse Eisenberg comes back to do that.
I'm curious if he would.
Well, who else is going to play Zuck? There's not other people that
What
really...
if Zuck played himself? Because Zuck's kind of cool now.
He is cool now. He does jujitsu. He does like... He's actually very cool.
He's kind of cool now.
He's kind of normal. He didn't used to be.
Got a system update, yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Elon needs one.
Oh, God.
So does Ye.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a different reason.
Yeah, that's really, I'm excited to see how that movie's going to go.
Yeah.
Because that could totally win another Oscar.
Oh, absolutely. If it's done properly, it should.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. And now the big one. We've got Denis.
Just know it's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Denis.
I'm so excited.
The official next director of the Bond film.
Of 007. 0007.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
We still don't know who the Bond is.
Oh, I know who I want it to be, though.
Okay, so yeah, like the front runner is Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Apparently not.
That's still the report.
Apparently not. Me and Darcy have been communicating about this one. And
give Darcy a call right now. Like, what are your thoughts?
Hey, what do you think?
Get him on the phone.
I'll tell you. He texted me a big thing about this.
Could you actually call him if he would answer right now?
Potentially.
That would make it interesting. Hey, don't spill his take. I actually want to see if he'll answer the call. Like, okay, what do you think is the front runner? Like, what's your take
right
on the
now?
front runner?
Oh,
yeah.
Here, I'm gonna pull up our conversation.
My hope is that they stick with what they've done in
He might not.
realistic.
He's in Vancouver working, so.
Well, that's only 5:45. He'll be fine.
Oh yeah, he will be.
Okay. I actually would love if they gave it to Tom Holland.
Darcy agrees with you.
I would love that.
So
I would
Darcy
love
said,
that.
I said, oh shit, and I went to reply. Who's next? Like he sent me a variety post. Who's next for Denis Bond? And he said, and I went to go type, oh, definitely Aaron Taylor Johnson. And he goes, and Darcy goes, Aaron Taylor Johnson is slightly too old if they're looking for under 30 Bond. And I went,
if they're going with that storyline, yeah.
Yeah, and I went, oh shit.
And Tom Holland would be really good for it.
Tom Holland Bond
dressed properly is the perfect suave for that role. I also really want it to be Henry Cavill though too.
Well, Henry Cavill would be awesome. Yeah. I'd love Henry Cavill, but I really think of the young choices.
Yeah,
I think Harris Dickinson would be insane.
I know you said that to me, but I also can't see it because he's a little bit too lanky.
So what?
He's a bit too tall and lanky. I can't see it. He's almost too tall to be Bond.
That's so interesting.
But
Tom Holland's too short to be Bond.
Not really, but he's got
I don't
a different structure.
I don't think Tom Holland can play Bond.
Who else are we looking at? That like we thought? Oh, Theo James.
Theo James
would look good.
I don't think Theo James could be Bond.
I don't think he'll get it.
So what I was looking at when I was thinking of who would do it, I think the problem is Tom Holland is too popular.
Yeah.
And I think that Spider-Man is just like a character that he's kind of morphed into, and it would be hard to see him as Bond. That's not saying he can't play Bond. I think he'd play a great Bond. Yeah. But I think that would be a hard choice. The reason I say Harris is because he is like a fucking chameleon. Yeah. He's like seeing him in what's the
Baby
one?
Girl to...
Oh, not even Baby Girl. I wasn't even thinking about that. But what's the one?
Triangle of Sadness.
Triangle of Sadness. Seeing him in that, I was like, I mean, he was kind of a bitch boy in that, but that's besides the point. I just feel like he's chameleon enough where if you put him into a role, he would really, really embody that. Okay.
Try to call Darcy. See if he answers. You're like, Darcy, you're live on the podcast. I want to hear like his reasoning right now.
Hello. We're doing the podcast, and we want your take on Bond.
Oh, perfect. Great.
Xander's like, I wonder if, because I was saying your opinion, and he was like, I wonder if Darcy would answer the phone. And I was like, I don't know, he might be, and he's like, try him. And sure enough, you answer.
Well, I'm like, what is Nason doing calling me at 10 to 9 at night on a Saturday? Is he okay?
So what's your take?
Don't move over.
I mean, I think Denis Villeneuve is going to be phenomenal as a director for Bond.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And like we said, like he hasn't done I don't think he's done a bad movie to date. And I think his take on like Sicario and Prisoners shows that he can do this kind of grounded action elements. He's not just big fantasy.
Yep.
I am worried about the casting.
Interesting.
If I'm honest.
Okay.
Just none of the three. So we've obviously the three that we hear is Jacob Elordi, Tom Holland, and is it Harris
Dickinson, yeah.
Harris Dickinson. I don't know enough about Harris Dickinson to really swing one way or the other. He doesn't look super James Bond to me in any of the photos I've seen.
Facts, yeah.
You know,
He's got tattoos. Like it wouldn't work.
don't want it to be Jacob Elordi. Like I think it should be
Agreed.
a British actor, which kind of leaves of the three Tom Holland. And while I love him in Spider-Man and the work he did as an actor to get the right accent down and to play Peter Parker was phenomenal. I don't know if I've seen him in anything that leads me to believe he can play this suave, super confident character. Like all of his characters are kind of a little more dorky, a little more unsure of themselves. So I just don't know if he has the swagger of a Bond. I also think he's just so well known.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love the Bond actor to be not a total unknown, but
somebody who doesn't have like a star power character that like Tom Holland is Spider-Man. Like it's not like he's Spider-Man and James Bond, but somebody who can really embody that, star character.
Darcy, what about Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Aaron Taylor Johnson, I think, would be a good pick. Again, he's right on the border of being too well known, especially because he was the front runner pick for so long.
Yeah.
I still hold, I think, a good Bond. And again, I think the problem with Aaron Taylor Johnson and my pick is that they might just be too old for what Amazon's looking for, because they announced that they wanted a Bond who was 30 or under.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really liked Kingsley Ben-Adir. I think he's around enough to have kind of had enough things. He was Bob Marley in Bob Marley One Love. He was in One Night in Miami. He was in the OA. So he's done stuff, but I don't think people recognize him. Another good one would be Regé-Jean Page.
Yep.
But again, these guys are 37, 38. Yeah. Aaron Taylor Johnson is, how old is... See, he's 35.
30,
I think they're all just slightly too old for what
50, so.
what they're looking for.
You're so right. That's so interesting.
Yeah. Okay. If you had to pick like the perfect person for the role right now, would it be Henry Cavill?
I mean, Henry Cavill is a phenomenal pick.
Yeah.
But again, because he did Superman, I think
Henry
Cavill would have been phenomenal pre-Superman.
But even with the new Superman coming out,
like you don't give it to him now because there's somebody replacing him. But he's like 2 generations old.
I think he's just too well known. He did the Bond thing in Mission Impossible
and in what's that called?
And Gentleman Warfare.
Was it Man from Uncle? He was.
Yeah,
Man from Uncle, yeah.
Yeah, so we've seen it. We've seen his take on it, and if anything, I'd like to see him potentially take the torch from Tom Cruise if they're going to do any more Mission Impossible stuff.
I think Tom
that
will
could
still
be
do
kind
it.
of fun.
Well, Tom said he'd only give it to, what's his face? From Twister.
Oh, Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
Glenn Powell's like, I don't think I can do that.
Well, no, but they talked, because the reason they talked about it was during Top Gun. Oh, we also got a confirmation Top Gun 2 is happening. Like
Here's a
sequel.
potential pick that I'd love your take on for the new Bond. Paul Mescal.
No.
No, you don't think so?
I don't know. I could kind of, I wouldn't be upset.
No. You know what? And the interesting thing is, all of those choices are going to get ruined because they're doing a Beatles film. Like, they're Paul Mescal, Aaron Dickinson,
Right.
and who else is in there? Like, there's a couple of those guys that are doing the new Beatles film.
Yeah, you wouldn't have anyone from the Beatles movie.
Yeah, so it's Paul Mescal, Harris Dickinson, Barry Keoghan, and
Yeah.
Joseph Quinn.
Oh.
All who would actually be like, if you look at all four of them, would probably be half decent choices, or in contention possibly. But now they wouldn't do. It would be weird to have them in both.
That's fair enough.
Just as a point of like a devil's advocate.
Yeah, which I think, again, that's kind of another point against Harris Dickinson as one of the three frontrunners.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to find someone who has the gravitas at
Pure.
27, 28, 29 years old.
Apparently, have you guys heard potentially James Norton?
Really?
Oh, who's James Norton?
Yeah, I know who that is. That's surprising.
Grantchester, Happy Valley, playing nice, nowhere special.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Oh,
There's also,
he could play Bond.
He could totally play Bond.
You know who
Yeah.
He's
else?
39, so he's pushing the age limit.
You know who else
Yeah.
they were considering was Aaron Pierre, who did. He was Mufasa in the Lion King thing that they just did.
Yeah, he was on the movie Rebel Ridge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
he would be a
considering
great
him
choice.
as well.
And George McKay from 1917.
Oh, really?
The main guy.
Interest. I can see
Interesting.
that almost a little bit more. Yeah, no, I know. He would look good. I think he would look
McKay.
good. Yeah, Aaron Pierre. I don't think his face suits the role. Like he's almost
Yeah.
not. He's almost too buff, in a way. Like you have to be strong but slender. I think it's like I don't know. Maybe it's just me like looking at Daniel Craig for so long and seeing that as like the Bond figure. But all of them have kind of been like that.
Apparently, Taron Egerton is a maybe.
Oh, I would love Taron Egerton.
but you can't.
But he did
you can't-
Kingsman, right?
You can't cross it over. He's already done something like that.
And
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. He's already done it.
You can't do
And
that.
He's pushing that same age.
He's
the same
also-
age as,
He's
Aaron
also
Taylor
done
Johnson.
no blockbusters in a while. I saw somebody talking about that. They're like, he's just been like doing kind of silent release films for a bit. Like he did the big thing that he did was like Tetris.
Yeah, he was voicing on those Sing movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah,
but
yeah.
not really. Like he did. Obviously, we saw him do the film, the Netflix film and stuff. But like, he's done a lot of silent releases recently. He hasn't done anything big since Kingsman.
or as a black actor choice, Sope Derisu.
Can't pronounce his name. It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
But he's cool.
It looks like Dave.
It
looks like Dave.
Rapper Dave, yeah.
Doesn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
We just have Dave play him.
I
think if you're gonna do that-
someone throw out Theo James as
Yeah,
a.
Theo James is
As a
the look, but now he's in The Gentleman. You can't do it.
That's true. What about like Kit Harington?
Huh?
How old is Kit?
Maybe. Maybe.
Apparently,
38.
All of these guys, yeah, they're all pushing.
I don't know if I like that look though.
I don't know, or even Henry Golding got thrown out there.
Yeah,
Who plays
but he
Snake
did
Eyes?
the gentleman. Yeah, like he did the film.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be an interesting one though, but I don't.
Apparently, Aaron Taylor Johnson is the front runner. Apparently,
I can see it because like he doesn't have a defining character right now.
Okay, what about? And again, he might be pushing the age limit. He's 33, but John Boyega.
John Boyega.
He was Finn in Star Wars,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I put John.
but he kind of hasn't done anything major since then. Like
No.
they cloned Tyrone.
No.
Yeah, they cloned Tyrone.
No.
What else? He was in The Woman King.
Not the right look.
Okay, that's
Not the
fair
right
enough.
look from Sander's perspective. Turns out Sander's actually an Amazon executive.
Yeah.
Too old, not the right look.
He's 33. He's too old.
Too old, yeah.
He's a 92. He's an old man.
George McKay. Now that I've heard that, I could totally see it.
I can see it as well.
I just know whoever they pick will be really good. Or
Kit
really
Harington
bad.
could possibly do it. If he shaved, he lost like 10, 15 pounds, this would be more defined. He'd actually be looking really good for it. Although, again, like I said, my original pick still holds that like Tom Holland would be good.
I hope you would be.
I think there's a chance that he would be good. I'm just saying.
Have a look for. He might not have exactly the right look, but Ewan Mitchell, he was on House of the Dragons.
Ewing Mitchell?
Yeah, EWAN. He's just like a classic British look, which I think maybe you kind of need that for a Bond. Or, you know what? Actually, they're gonna go with a young actor. He might be too young, but Kit Connor from Heartstopper and his Dark Materials.
Okay.
That's a shout. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I don't hate that pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's 21, so like you could do
Yeah.
a really young Bond story with him. He was in Warfare.
Right. I thought I recognized them.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you say Dev Patel, Darcy?
I said I'd love
No.
to see Dev Patel. I think he could do a great job. But again,
Yeah.
he's now pushing that age. Now, all of my picks got thrown out the window when they said they wanted someone under 30. But I think my new pick for under 30, Kit Connor.
How about Charles Melton?
What is Charles Melton from?
He was in Warfare as well. That's why I'm like saying that. We just looked at Warfare cast.
Right.
You would recognize him if you put. He's 34,
Okay.
but you'd recognize him if you pulled him up.
Listen to this
Yeah.
wild shout. Technically too old to start a new Bond era. But imagine a darker Cold War era reboot with him as a weary, ultra-steely MI6 agent. Cillian Murphy.
No, but you can't do Killian though.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
But that would be wild.
That's a good take. That's a cool take on it though.
Yeah, super cool take on it.
Yeah. Well, Darcy, you've provided us the information that we needed to finish off this best part of the podcast. So we appreciate it.
I am glad to help.
How's Vancouver?
He's not there anymore, I guess.
Oh, you're not.
I'm not there. I came back on the red eye this morning. I landed at like 6 a.m.
He wanted to get the fuck out of there.
It sounds like you had a lovely time on set then.
Yeah, no. Oh man, it was brutal. They sent us the equipment rental place.
Yeah.
Sent us half the gear we ordered.
Oh, isn't that
Oh,
always
no.
it? Isn't that always it?
So we were supposed to have a 2-camera setup.
Yeah.
And they sent us 1 camera.
Oh, fun.
And 1 op for the sound desk and the camera. Just one person to do everything.
Nice.
Lovely.
We love that.
Yeah. So thankfully we could scrounge up a spare camera
Yeah, you should have called Rob.
Yeah, I had to do all of the switching myself and the sound mixing board. So it was
That's why you posted that story being like, I haven't worked one of these in a while.
yeah,
It was a spite post.
We love corporate.
That's
I
fun.
love corporate, but then I was like, oh, the red eye can't, it won't be too bad. I'll sleep on the plane, then I'll have my whole weekend to relax and recover, and it was brutal. Don't do red eye.
Were you at least in premium economy?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Corporate wouldn't pay for that.
No, of course.
Oh, that's horrible.
Are you going to see the new F1 movie?
I wasn't going to until you two have just hyped it up so much.
I know we've done a fantastic job.
We've ruined it. Oh no,
we've done a great job hyping it.
You've hyped it, and I kind of want to see it now.
You know what?
Hey,
though?
you tell Warner Brothers we did a good job. We sold a fucking ticket.
Yeah, we did.
That's what you need to tell them.
Honestly, Brad Pitt's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I can't speak on it.
Have you guys seen Life of Chuck yet?
No.
I should.
We have to.
Yeah, you guys, that should be your next one. Go see Life of Chuck.
We got to do another movie day, but it's just so nice out. It's hard to.
It's true.
Hard to sit in the theater for 12 hours. It's good in the winter. It's hard to do that in a nice summer day.
Yeah, when it's gorgeous out. It was okay during the heat wave. I wasn't mad disappearing into the theater when it was 40 degrees.
You know, it's so
Even on a
funny.
Monday,
when it was
right?
40 degrees out, I spent the most time outside.
Yeah.
Which was wild.
My grocery store had to go and put air conditioning units in the refrigerated section during the heat.
That's so humid.
Stuff stayed cold.
Jeez.
I'll send you a photo of it. It was crazy.
That's so wild to see. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then it was I was shivering yesterday. It was so cold outside in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was brisk.
Well, Vancouver was 16 degrees and raining. I was
That would've
not
been
prepared.
That honestly would probably feel good right now for me.
I don't know. It was 20 earlier today. I was cold.
Yeah, Allie was cold this morning.
Ruined.
Fine.
We've been ruined by the heat. What is Toronto?
Yeah. It's going to be even hotter than that. It's not even full summer.
I went out for dinner. Yesterday, and I was talking to the guy about the weather. One of the waiters, and he ended it with, "I gotta get out of this fucking city," and then walked away.
I always feel like that, and then whenever I do get out of the city, I'm like, ugh.
Bring me back.
It's not
Bring me
Toronto.
back. It's so funny. Every time I come back on a plane, I see the concrete of the 401, and I go, there you are, baby. I missed you.
I missed my traffic.
The horrible 10-hour traffic. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Darcy, thank you for being a great guest on the podcast today. We appreciate it.
We'll send the check in the mail.
Yeah, my absolute pleasure. Anytime, boys.
Thanks, Darcy. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay, have a
See you,
good one.
Darcy.
Bye.
Bye. See? Oh, we got an extra.
All right, who are we calling next? So are you seeing F1? I'm actually in F1 right now. Hey, Joey, how are you doing? Driving. I'm good, boys. Trying to stay awake.
Would he be driving right now? Would it be bad if we called him, or would it be
No.
bad idea?
Fuck, we'll call Joey.
We're going to call Joey now, too.
Ask him who he thinks the next Bond's
Yeah.
going to be. Well, I know his answer.
Do you? Okay. No.
Hey, buddy. We're just doing the podcast, and we wanted to ask your opinion quickly.
Okay, I'm currently on the water, but okay, what's up?
What do you mean on the water? What do you mean?
I'm on a dock.
Oh, okay.
We just canoed in. If you would have called me about 15 minutes ago, I was in a canoe.
Well, we called you at the perfect time.
Yeah, what's up?
We knew.
Who do you think the next Bond's going to be?
Oh goodness. See.
Who do you want it to be?
the guy I just saw recently? It wasn't Pattinson.
Harris Dickinson?
Yeah, I think so.
Same kind of name. Yeah.
I knew where you were going with that.
Now, would
you
you
were saying the same kind of name, and I was like, oh, okay, I know what he's going to say here.
Would you rather have Harris or would you rather have Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Oh, no, it was Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is
I know Joey wants that. I know Joey wants that.
Okay, wait.
I think he could do a pretty good job.
Hot take. How do you think Tom Holland would do?
He's just.
Or is he too
See,
short?
When I think of Bond, I think of kind of like a tall guy, like, kind of a little older,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Right, with some experience under his belt. Tom Holland's too young.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
He looks too young.
is the perfect Bond Henry Cavill?
Oh,
Oh. He didn't know.
that's interesting.
Would you rather have Henry Cavill or Aaron Taylor Johnson?
The thing though with Henry Cavill is I almost feel like he wouldn't be the right fit either. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson would be better.
You know what, Joey? I agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
Why?
Henry Cavill's interesting, but there's something about his vibe. Like I think he was really good in like the Ministry of Ungentleman's
Craven?
Warfare, right? Or like
Aaron Taylor
No,
Johnson.
talking about Henry Cavill. or even Man from U.N.C.L.E. or in Mission Impossible.
yeah, exactly. Where he's like the tougher guy, right?
Yeah, but can he be
no, but-
suave Bond though?
Suave and I don't know.
But he's talking about Aaron Taylor Johnson in Bullet Train when he was just like a heartthrob. When
Yeah,
people were
but-
like, oh yeah.
But we haven't seen that in a minute. So I'm
true.
thinking about two films that I've seen
Oh,
recently
you can't think about Craven.
that I can't. Craven and
and-
28 Days Later.
Craven.
28 years
Don't leave
later.
Craven.
No. Craven was just for the paycheck.
Yeah.
So it's 28 years later then.
Well, 28 years later was yeah. That was
That's
the movie
but that's got to be a
bad?
passion
I
project.
didn't
I enjoyed how weird it was,
Yeah.
Okay.
but Aaron Taylor Johnson didn't need to be in it.
No,
interesting.
it wasn't focused on him at all.
No.
He was like an afterthought in the film. He
was the
I think it
afterthought.
was literally just to have his
power.
name on the film.
Star power.
But I think also Pattinson could be kind of interesting.
Yeah, Pattinson.
Yeah.
But he can't do it now.
He won't do it. Yeah.
He's got three of the biggest fucking blockbusters in the world coming out in the next 3 years.
But I think if you were to remove all the preconceptions and all that stuff about like typecast, but he's also stepped away a lot. I feel from some of the typecasting.
It's true.
But he's in too many franchises right now. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He's in three franchises right now.
Yeah.
Or what about the lead from 1917?
I don't know his name.
Oh, we were literally just talking about him. Yeah. He's kind of like that.
You're not talking about the guy from The King. You're talking about.
I'll pull him up for you.
Yeah.
George McKay.
Yeah, he was good too.
He's kind of like that Harris Dickinson type, right?
The kind of that structure.
But I think Aaron Taylor Johnson would be.
Paul Mescal.
What do you think of Paul Mescal?
Not my favorite.
Okay.
That's what Sander agrees with you on that one.
All right, I might have to let you guys go.
No, you gotta go. He's gotta go.
No, it's okay.
But are you going to see the F1 movie?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Did you like the video we made?
It's fine.
I loved it.
Okay, thank you. That's what I thought.
Okay, thanks, buddy. Go enjoy your night.
Okay. See you, buddy. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye.
Out of there.
I'm
Bye.
looking forward to talking about F1 with you boys whenever.
I know Sander's got to see it too. He hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right,
buddy.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
Dude,
We got 2 phone calls.
Two phone calls.
Who's next? Oh, that was good.
Darcy said if you pull up my photo over my audio, it better be a good photo.
I should just put him in the corner. Think about have him send me a
then
headshot.
make his mouth move.
I'm not doing that.
Like
I'll go through
some
that fucking editing.
South Park movement.
I'm not going through
Yeah.
that fucking editing. No way.
Who do we call next? Ooh.
Next time, we'll like go through a call list to like ask people questions.
Yeah, I'm curious who would actually be an opinion that would matter.
That would be fun. Just call somebody random on your contacts list. I'll just call my dad next time.
Yeah, but we'll call him from my phone. Hey, Nason. What's going on? Who would be a good call? Oh, you know who would be a good call?
Who?
Barb Godfrey. She's a big agent in the city.
Oh, okay.
She'd be a good shout. There's a couple of people here who would actually be really interesting.
Yeah. Should we call Nick? Hey Nick, how's the castle?
Yeah. Nick would be good. Who would be Matt? Matt would be good. Who's somebody funny? Oh, I have too many weird people in my phone call. Jason Bell, he's a stunt performer.
Yeah.
Jason would be hilarious.
For that specifically?
Because he'd be like, put me in, I'll fucking do it. Because, yeah, he was working with like Arnold Schwarzenegger on FUBAR and all that stuff.
Okay, cool.
Who'd be good? Bob Bushfield. Shout out to Bob Bushfield. Bob would be a good shout. He'd be hilarious. Because he'd probably be like, you know who needs to do it? He's like a 60-year-old guy.
Yeah.
He'd be like, you know who needs to do it? And he'd name somebody from like
Back
the 70s. That's who should be doing it.
I
Or
think
he'd say
Daniel
somebody
Craig should
very-
be still doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine that's the direction they go. They just go, fuck it. And they just put back.
I mean, everybody would be like, oh, hell yeah. Like, I know my dad would be over the moon about it. He
Everybody
loved
would be
Daniel
over
Craig.
the moon, I think.
Yeah.
He's been such a good Bond.
Best Daniel Craig Bond film?
Casino Royale.
Casino Royale. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, not a doubt in my mind.
Skyfall is close, though.
That Skyfall's awesome.
Skyfall's
but
a very good film. But Casino Royale.
Casino Royale.
Yeah.
It's too good.
When he doesn't know how to play poker.
Doesn't know how to play poker. Gets his balls absolutely obliterated by Mikkelsen. Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Buddy, that was a good podcast.
That's a good podcast. Guest appearance,
Love it.
random
This is
appearances.
fun.
Oh, what's Allie's opinion?
She wouldn't even know.
She wouldn't even know.
She wouldn't even know.
We'd have to present her with photos and be like, "Who's the next Bond?"
Yeah. She would know.
She'd be like, "Paul Mescal." No, obviously.
No, I don't think she would say that.
You don't think so?
There's a chance that she would choose Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Probably.
Like look wise, if you put them up, I think there's a chance he would choose Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I'll show you the exact photo.
I don't need to. It's the Craven photo, probably. Oh, interesting.
They have him right beside. Yeah. There. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Nobody can see that.
That's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Look at that. What a
I can
heart
pop it
throb.
up. Send it to me. I'll pop it up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. But, buddy,
Good podcast.
great podcast. Episode 28.
Nothing like a guest. 2 guests.
Oh,
that was awful.
That was better. Let's have some more drinks. Let's watch some UFC and
Fuck yeah.
let's have a good time.
That's everybody to go home. write your predictions in the comments so we can reference this when it gets announced. I think Denis will do us a good job.
How long do you think until the film comes out? There's a better answer.
A year.
There's a better question.
Year and a half.
Way longer. They haven't even cast somebody.
So.
They still have to write it.
Oh, they still have to write it.
Right?
Never mind.
3 years. What do you think? 2028?
2028.
2028. Okay. Over under 2028.
Oh, over 2028.
So in 2028 at least.
At least.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the fact that they have to write
could
it.
be 2027.
But if they're motoring, when Dune comes out when? This year?
Next year.
Next year.
Denny's not going to shoot this until mid next year.
At least.
Exactly.
If not more. Probably 2028.
Yep. June 2028. Let's just announce it. Amazon's already told us, so.
yeah. Amazon told. Well, he's
Our
an
movie's
Amazon
coming out the
executive.
same week, so.
No, week before, 2 weeks before. We'll
you
plan
know
it.
what? Remember we were joking about doing like a card counter movie?
Yeah.
There is one. It's called 21. Have you seen that movie before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, Kevin Spacey. Yeah. I blanked. Like, somebody mentioned that in the comments on YouTube. They're like, oh, yeah, that movie already exists. It does.
Yeah, I've
forgot.
seen 21.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I can't believe we couldn't
We can
remember
do
that.
a better one. It's okay.
We'll do a better
We
one.
don't need Kevin Spacey anyway.
No.
I have something funny to tell you.
Oh no!
I thought about from that, and I can't say.
Can't say that on the pod.
Well, I can say it. It's just like it's not relevant.
Okay.
It's just like what they found from the Diddy trial.
Did he or did he not do it? Okay.
They found the bottles of baby lube, the baby oil stash. Like they released the actual photos. The actual, but most of it like their little bottle.
Oh my god!
But they're like it's legit.
Yeah.
Like that's No, we're gonna get killed. For
Sidebar.
This.
Anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for the
Episode
episode.
of the Real Talk Podcast. See you guys next time.
Peace.